everyone, today we have the very last item from our clothing page. I'm quite sad. I've had such fun with this page. I've been really enjoying it and I've got no idea what colour I'm going to do this item at all. But anyway, let's not worry about that yet. Let's have a look at it. I can't quite work out what's going on. So we've got this sort of spotty bit, which is obviously the front. But what is this? This is inside, because it's lower there. So it's not a front panel, it's like the inside, but this is joined here, and then we've got a sort of collary bit. So I'm a bit confused. Do we slip it over the head? Is this the back, in the inside, or is it the outside? Often inside you might get a little flap of fabric, so I'm thinking maybe that's inside, but why is this joined here? I've just drawn on it with my pencil as well. That's a good start. Let's just erase that. Right. So colouring wise, I'm thinking it will be a lot easier to colour the dots, the spots first in a dark colour, and then go do the rest of it in a lighter colour and over the top, rather than trying to colour around each of these little individual pieces. So that's what we're going to do. I'm still trying to decide on a colour though. We've got a lot of blue going on. We haven't got much green. Let's do it green. Why not? We have got a green bag in the opposite corner, but we'll pretend that we haven't noticed that. So I am just going to grab the chrome green and do the spots. Just try and there we go. Do all the spots in an even and quite intense layer of chrome green to start with. And as I go, I can have a little think about whether I want to do anything else in this dark colour. I feel like this is a sort of light overshirt, although you might wear maybe over a swimsuit or a sort of little bra top or something like that to stop you getting sunburnt, but then the sleeves are so short you will get sunburnt on your arms. I'm looking for such a thing, which is why I'm thinking, not that I wear bra tops and swimsuits, but I would like an overshirt to wear over a vest when it's really hot, so I can be at home and just wear a cool vest, but when I go out I need to protect against the sun. I absolutely loathe wearing sunblock. I hate having that sort of slimy skin. It's sticky hands, it's an ick. So I would much rather either go out really early when the sun is not strong and not be out for very long, or wear some sort of light fabric top that I could just cover over everything with, you know. I always wear long trousers anyway, so legs isn't a problem, it's just arms. And then I've already got a big floppy hat, so I can protect my face most of the time, unless I'm out at midday. But I try and, well, at midday actually the brim works quite well, protecting most of my face, apart from my nose. My nose sticks out rather a lot. Has catch the sun on the tip of my nose, so I try and remember to put a little bit of sunblock on there, but just a little bit isn't too bad. It's when you have to smother it all over. Ugh, I loathe it, but I know it's important. I wouldn't go without it if I was, you know, if I was in a situation where I had to wear it. I think I'm going to grab this colour. This is a rather pretty looking green, castle green light. It's quite light, and I am thinking that I want this to be pretty light. I realise we've used quite a dark green, which is what I want to sort of try to counterbalance. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to put this light green all over the top to start with, and we'll want to darken up some areas. Well, I will. And then I'll think about where to lighten up. And I think I'm going to do it for the inside and everything, because if it's the type of shirt that I'm describing, it would be quite thin and it would be the same colour throughout. Maybe I'm just being lazy. I don't think I am. I'm not rushing to finish. I've been enjoying this page a lot. And I've got no idea what I'm doing next. Mornings. Oh, the sun's coming in and across the page. I hope it's going to just be okay for us. It's in my eyes at the moment. It is on the desk a bit, but I think it's okay. It's when it casts a shadow across what I'm colouring it becomes problematic. I'm just going to sharpen up this pencil a little bit, and then I can see a bit of a shadow. It's just off camera. Wow, that's lucky. And just puts, I'm going to start with this here, and I'm going to sort of ignore the ruffles and just make it darker on the edges and lighter towards the middle because it's easier. And do the same on this sleeve. I'm trying not to rush, but I feel like I'm racing the sun now. When I pull the book out for a view of the whole page, the sun's going to be across the page. But never mind, I can close the blind and take a photo after. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Now this is bent, so really, if you wanted to be really precise, you'd want to do it darker there where it's sort of bent in. But I'm trying to make it simple for myself by not doing that. I'm doing it a little bit darker on the edges like we did on our others. I think it has helped to give the items a bit of shape and interest really. So that's all good. It's quite a pretty green, I think I chose well, she says modestly. Right, I'm just tidying up a little here actually where it's a bit scruffy. And then I think this bit just a little darker. Particularly along that edge where there would be a bit of shadow, but I'm just going to take that darker colour slightly in towards the middle a bit. I don't want a sort of obvious white line, but there we go. And then in here I'm thinking this bit darker, or maybe all of it actually, a little bit darker like that. Going to re-emphasize that a bit. Just going to tidy up here because it's messy. Gosh, I'm so hungry. Anyway, I think I'd like to do a little bit more shadow. I'm not going to use the green that I used for the dots though, because it's a completely different green. It's more of an olivey shade. So as this is a castle green light, I think I'm going to grab my castle green middle. Oh, castle green, it's just called castle green, and do the darker bits with that, and it should make sense. I'm just giving it a sharpen. This sharpener's really good. This is a Prisma sharpener. Okay, so I'm going to sort of go along these edges, just deepen them a little. And again here, look, we've got a dip. So that would be a crease, it might be darker there, but I'm not going to make it overcomplicated by worrying about those. Some people will, and you may find people do tutorials and include that. But I would find it too difficult, to be honest, even to do it if I wasn't doing a tutorial, so I wouldn't do it. I like things simpler. Going to do all the way along there and then a bit in there. I think just a little bit maybe on the bottom of there. Just going to have a look. I can't see the screen because the sun's shining. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I don't want to go too dark and too mad. I mean, we have used greys and browns and things before for darker areas. I'm just going to hold the page down because the sun just out of shot. So take a little photo of that. Now I want to bring it all into shots so you can see the whole page, but we're going to fight with the sun, as you will see as I come out. I don't know, it's just gone in. Sun's just gone in. Rah. Let's show you the whole page before it comes back. I'm going to hold up that one actually so it sits a little flatter. There it is, and I will take a little photo of it as well. So there's the whole page. Oh, there's the sun. Yay. I hope you had fun with that page. I've really enjoyed it, doing something a little bit different that isn't floral. As much as I love doing florals, it's just nice to have a little bit of a change, I think. And I've had great fun. So I don't know if you've coloured along or just watched or whatever, but thank you so much for joining me for this series. And there will be something completely new tomorrow, which I have not thought about or planned. So we will see what it's going to be. But it'll probably be a different book, to be honest, because I've got some bits there. Because we've done a lot from, you know, this has been a long old series from this book. But we'll see. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Do have a lovely day and happy colouring.